What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and the Joe Rogan Experience is basically under duress at this point. Spotify now seeking even more editorial control to change the show before you ever even hear it. Instead of retroactively censoring things, now they're looking to do it in real time. Now, I've been covering Joe Rogan for a while because he is a massive media personality and has a ton of cultural influence. Some of the most popular episodes include Elon Musk and Alex Jones and just a variety of figures. Now, we started covering this when mysteriously those particular episodes, or anybody who is right or thought of being right-leaning, magically didn't make it over to Spotify. Now, we were told that, oh, they were just saving these. They were just saving these for the top 100 on YouTube. Wrong. They were playing games with us. They were lying to us. They were playing games with us in the worst possible way. The best possible way to play games on your Nintendo Switch is with this Satisfy game grip. Check it out. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Satisfy, the makers of the brand new Zen Grip Pro. Now, I've had my Switch since about launch, and I've never used a grip on it. In fact, here it is. But what the Zen Grip Pro offers is amazing. It adds a ton of comfort regardless of your hand size. Let's take a look at what's inside the Zen Grip Pro bundle, which, by the way, will make a great Chris's birthday gift or a gift to yourself. Inside their case, you open it up, you've got spots for all of your games. Now, you could just get the grip if you wanted, but if you take the actual grip out, what you see on here is a lot of silicone on the back. So essentially your Switch will float on that. So no plastic on plastic touching. It slides in super easy, and it's in there. Like, it does not come out once it's in there, and it is infinitely more comfortable. And they gave me a special discount code, which will be in the pinned comment below. You can save 10% off. Not only support the channel by getting yourself an awesome new grip for your Nintendo Switch or one for your friend or family member, but you'll also be supporting the channel and a sponsor. So check out the Satisfy, either the Zen Grip Pro, or if you have a Switch Lite, they also have a controller. Link in the pinned comment below. Pretty smooth, eh? One take. Now, all jokes aside, if you have a Switch or you know someone who has a Switch and you're looking for a gift idea, you can save a little bit of money using my link in the description and also help support the show. Now, new, very concerning articles coming out of what Spotify staff wants to do to Joe Rogan's show. And this on the heels of Joe Rogan issuing a very public and very candid apology for spreading misinformation. Something I'm not sure he would have gone to the length that he did, where he posted an Instagram video and he posted a tweet. Maybe he's done it before. I'm sure he has. But this one just felt like a defeated Joe Rogan posting this video after he had claimed something about, he had made a mistake about something. And it's okay to correct your mistakes, of course. But look how the media is actually reporting this. All right. They're talking about this. Twitter user Alex reshared the clip of Rogan echoing false claim on Twitter, where it quickly racked up 2 million views and outraged comments from viewers demanding accountability from Spotify as Rogan signed an exclusive deal. I mean, is Spotify trying to get people ended? One commenter said. Why would they put someone on who spreads lies on their platform? Maybe boycott Spotify, they said. On Friday, Rogan apologized in an Instagram video, and just so everyone knows, people who demand apologies from you, they don't actually want them. They don't want to accept them. They just want to be mad at you. But interestingly enough, we look at the way Vulture covered this. They basically refer to the fact that Rogan, being a free speech advocate and a free thinker, is a problem. When Joe Rogan signed the Joe Rogan Experience, an exclusive multi-year distribution deal, earlier this summer, the company's stock price soared briefly, illustrating both the extent to which investors valued its bet on exclusives, as well as Rogan's unlikely standing as a legitimate media phenomenon. But the move also prompted immediate questions on whether Spotify was prepared for what that media phenomenon brings with it. Sure, the Joe Rogan Experience commands an exceptionally large following and growing currency of cultural influence. But Rogan's radical free speech orientation and free thinking ideology has consistently courted controversy in the past. Let me translate that to you. They're worried, legitimately, that Joe Rogan being a free speech guy, that's a problem. That's how this article's written. In particular, observers were curious to see how Spotify would navigate issues around misinformation and hate speech. The latter being a concept that Rogan himself has a history of actively interrogating in terms of its relationship with free speech. Two things happened in the last week to hint at battles to come. As discrete events, they don't quite push the point just yet, but they do sketch out a broad shape of what Spotify will have to deal with as it negotiates a new identity and a set of responsibilities that come with its modern programming efforts. Well, when you're a company like Spotify and you want to virtue signal and court a lot of these kind of far lefties for those sweet likes and retweets, well, then those very same people who are giving you free press are going to come after you. They're going to come after you and hold you to that standard. And this is what you get when you bend the knee. Now, I reported just a few days ago that Spotify had like nearly a dozen internal meetings on things that Joe Rogan has said and various Joe Rogan episodes and whether they wanted to. These employees, to me, seem like they got way too much power. Do your job and shut your pie hole. I mean, I don't know. Multiple Spotify meetings over Joe Rogan's unfiltered style have reportedly taken place, leading to Spotify's CEO defending the right to speak freely. Leaked inside information indicates that Spotify employees may be asking for greater editorial control over Joe Rogan's JRE podcast. While it seems like an unlikely move and one that won't appear popular with viewers, no kidding, duh! I don't listen to Joe Rogan because I think he's really intellectual. I listen to Joe, well, he's smart about fights in UFC. But I listen to Joe Rogan because he brings interesting people on and allows them to speak. He will also often challenge them. The Spotify deal to host Joe Rogan Experience was announced earlier this year, moving a wildly popular podcast from its original home on YouTube to the new video podcast section of Spotify. Rogan told listeners that the entire JRE library would be available on Spotify starting in September. Although that wasn't totally true, Spotify found some episodes that violated its content rules and didn't add them to the library. They didn't violate your content rules. You just didn't like the person that was on there. And your employees clearly... Your employees clearly have a ton of power over you and said, we don't want this. We don't want Gavin McInnes on our platform. Why? I don't know. Reasons? My feelings hurt. I don't know. And Joe Rogan bent the knee. Now, I understand. All right. He's got 100 million reasons to let one or two episodes go by the wayside. But what has he said about it? Nothing. And now you're talking about allowing the employees to have power over you. Joe Rogan, a controversial figure, not really. A common tactic among most popular talk show hosts, Rogan's unfiltered comments often cause an uproar among various groups, which plays right into the show's approach. Rogan claims to simply be speaking his mind and even makes a rare apology if proven wrong about a topic. According to Digital Music News, employees are now seeking greater editorial control following some Spotify employees have complained about recent episodes and requesting action to be taken. According to Vice, a town hall meeting was held to discuss the issue. Apparently, Spotify CEO Daniel Ek defended Rogan's right to speak freely while gingerly acknowledging Spotify's own responsibility to moderate its content. Ek was said to mention 10 other meetings about Rogan recently, so this could be an ongoing issue. It's not going to be an ongoing issue. It is, there's no question about it going to be an ongoing issue. A group of Spotify staffers are now reportedly pushing to introduce direct editing oversight over the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember when he said, it's going to be the same show, everything's going to be the same, everything's going to be fine. But they want direct editing oversight over the Joe Rogan Experience before the episodes go live. So we're not even going to know if they edited something. This is insanity. Part of the rationale is that Spotify already exerts controls over content like playlists, even though it's created by outside curators. So why not extend oversight to podcasts as well? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It continues. This has reportedly gone all the way to the top through Spotify CEO Daniel Ek. It appears to be pushed, though CEO Daniel Ek appears to be pushing back. From a business standpoint, the reason is fairly obvious. Rogan's audience likes his direct, unedited style and could quickly abandon the comedian podcaster if he's edited. That might explain why particular episodes are still live, a strange development that emerged earlier today. Listen, I mean, this is not a good sign. I mean, Rogan's basically been there for, what, a couple of weeks? And there's already been a formal apology, several episodes removed from the show. Now the employees literally want to edit his show before you even see it or hear it. And who's to say they're not already doing that? We'll never know. And Joe hasn't spoken out about this, which is, look, I understand. All right. I think Joe's audience understands that he's $100 million man now, and there are going to be some things that are different. All right. I think they'd be willing to accept some change, but it's already started last night. I had several people in my subreddit posting cancellations of their Spotify premiums, and I 100% support canceling your Spotify premiums because I believe that this is only going to get worse. And if they don't have a financial backlash to it, then they're not going to change. Imagine some snot-nosed kid in Spotify talking about, I don't know if this episode was inclusive enough. Let's delete. Let's just chop it. Can we just reshoot it? The same people that kept people like Sargon of Akkad and others off the platform using various weasel words and buzzwords to justify it. What it really was censorship. I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith that Joe's going to say anything about it. I mean, I think I would at least honor a statement that he came out and said, yeah, I'm working on it. You know, this is not what I signed up for. I mean, he told us the Joe Rogan show is going to be exactly the same. And now we're already talking about real-time editing within a couple of weeks. Where is this going to be the next time he wants to host Elon Musk and Elon says something spicy? Or is he going to be able to host Alex Jones anymore? Doesn't look like it. I mean, if you banned him from your Spotify show, that means we're never going to get another one of those classic episodes, which, by the way, is one of, if not the most popular Joe Rogan episode ever. All right. So that's what Joe's giving up now. Joe's never going to host these people ever again. And that alone tells you that he's bent the knee, and it's really disappointing to see. Please, Joe, find your spine, stand up against this, find a middle ground, and get back to work doing what made you great. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.